Could you discuss the nature of friendship?
I'm not sure what that is. What do you mean by friendship?
Well, it seems like a complex subject in some ways and a simple subject in others. But,
What do you mean, associate?
associations between humans.
Well, you can call anything a friend, right? I mean, it's a figure of speech, really, first and foremost. So, people who are familiar with each other, meet each other and you say, oh, I met a friend today, I made a friend today. Say, I don't know what they're talking about exactly, but maybe you can give me some leads on that. What's a friend to you?
I think it's someone that you feel vibrationally something pleasing and also have various things in common that basically create an attachment.
So it's an emotional thing to you, whereas a friend could be somebody you meet in the library and you're just reading the same book or looking for the same book, and your book interest with a no motion, no basis, like connects you.
Yes.
So you're saying it could be a process of linking, connecting. And then what we do is we identify by way of a contact it as an association or a connection, right? Like people on a New York City subway train, they're wearing similar things, so they say, oh wow, look at this, same pants, hey, you buy it over there, I bought mine over there. Yeah, well, hey, how you do? Hey, you got good taste. Hey, good taste and so on. Or hairdo, right? So association then by appearance. Could be friends by appearance. A guy could be cool, carrying a guitar. If you're a guitar player, you see a guitar player, you might say, oh, hey, what do you got in there? Machine gun? What kind of guitar is it? Right? You get down to that. Say, friends. So we're talking about association, basically.
Maybe common ground or common views,
Yeah.
So something in common,
Yeah, but that's very superficial. We're talking about meetings now, right? We're not talking about free friendship. We're talking about meeting. Encounters. Let's use the word. Encounter.
Yes.
Right, so you have encounters. Okay, all right, so I don't know. Maybe that's what starts it, is an encounter. Okay? Maybe you don't have an encounter. You have friends now by way of the web, right? Chatting rooms. No encounter in a sense. No physical encounter, but association of ideas strikes up a sort of kind of relationship, right? Curiosity. Similar ideas, an affinity, intellectual affinity, and something like that. I'm not sure that's a friend, but I mean, it's again, encounter leading to some degree of association doesn't make a friend. It's like sex doesn't make a marriage.
So then the deeper friendships, let's say those are the real friendships.
Yeah, so you're talking about a deep relationship that could be a friendship. It could be an enemyship. A deep relationship could be an enemyship. See? You can have brothers in a family who have different religious values. So we're talking friends. Forget about friends. Brothers, sisters. A man and a woman, husband and wife, have deep relationship. But they have different values. One could be Republican, one could be a Democrat or something. Yeah. One can be a communist, right, of some sort. Yeah. And the other one, some other kind of, say, right-wing school of sort of. Something radical, right? It's against human nature, right, basically. Right? The anti-humans. Right? They're humans, but they're anti-humans. And so, but we're not even talking about friends, and we have blood against blood. And you see this in tribal history. See, straight across the board, throughout history, right? Within the tribe you have these schisms, these divisions, because of ideas or beliefs, so on and so forth. So what's a friend? Same belief? Maybe. A friend based upon belief, similar convictions, see? Similar perceptions, similar views. Right, that could be maybe good grounds for marriage too, same views. See? Often you have people coming together because all the superficial sort of like nice things that occur between peeps, casual conversation, class similarity, right? Looks, values, you buy Park Avenue type apparel, And so, you know, they look good. So you're talking about superficial to the hilt. It's all about looking good. Nothing inside. See? Nothing. But everything on the outside. Yeah, you can have a marriage that way. You can culture kids in that kind of thing. And I've met many along my path. See? Billionaires even. People born to billionaires. Who have this kind of superficial culturing, and the heart is like this empty chamber. This empty insideness. And they have nothing in there. They want to know what feeling is. They want to know what spirit is. They want to know what life is. They want to know what God is. They want to know what love is. They want to know what healing is. So we're talking, all these things have to do with human nature and affinities, and or let's say disaffinities, lacking culturing, in a manner of speaking. You have friends and this happens. You thought were your friends, and then all of a sudden, you know, a little blip comes up, a little bump in the road. You say, I thought we were friends. But you don't like purple shoes. You are my friend until you wore those purple shoes. I hate purple. You know that. But I like purple, so this is kind of nonsense. But this happens. Yeah. Oh, I like this person. I don't. Oh, then it's over. See? Contract's over. Breach of contract. And this is too easy. See? So we're talking about differences that don't tolerate differences. See? Comment.
I'm thinking that deeper friendships arise from, let's say, deeper needs or deeper views, not necessarily common interests, but the willingness to go deeper and...
Yeah, but can you tolerate a different view then? You see, that's just it. See, if, let's say, for instance, hypothetically, the friend changes a view, they change their conviction. They go to a meeting somewhere, they read something, they change a conviction, they bring that to you. Say, well, you know, I was with you, we were friends as long as we had the same views, but now I'm wondering if we are friends with different views. Yeah. Then you have a test of friendship because of difference. And not many people survive certain tests of friendship. Say, no, we don't agree on that, so you have to go your way, I have to go my way, I have to find a different friend who I can agree with. So then we're talking about friendship based upon agreement. Relationships based upon agreements. Conscious and unconscious agreements. And since they're agreements, they can be changed. You can agree to disagree, you can agree to agree, and so on and so forth. Because there's no laws in that, at that plane of reality. Mental changes. Change of mind, maybe change of heart, which can determine what the agreements and disagreements are as people go along the path together. See? And it brings up a whole other bunch of questions, please.
Yeah, I mean, some friendships will endure differences and others won't survive them. And so there's no easy answer, I understand.
Well, this is true in the blood. You have the classic cases in the blood where disagreements are deadly. Bring the hatchet out. See? And fathers feel, you know, in the old school, it must be this way or no way. Yeah. And they're cultured to be that way, firm about certain things. It's yes or no. Life or death. See, that kind of, let's say, agreement. And that kind of inflexibility, intolerance is what causes what we see in the war fields today. See, the fields of war. Intolerance, lack of adaptability in a manner of speaking, flexibility, lack of compromise. See? Compromise, I'm saying, at best in the spirit of, let's say, creative, let's say, possibilities.
I think another aspect of friendship is sometimes sacrifice is called for on behalf of someone else, and that's maybe a real test.
Again, this is test of friendship, and giving and not giving. If there's more giving, then there's maybe the presence of, let's say, love, giving. Say, love. Love gives. Hate doesn't give. Now, love can also not give too, see, because love is smart enough to not give. where the giving is of no use. See? So love can give, and then love can give space, see? Wisely. And when it's working that way, then it's, let's say, with some kind of ultimate purpose to keep some degree of peace. See? So then distance is healing for peeps. Better to, let's say, separate. See, agree to separate, that is to create space so as to avoid cataclysm, see? Annihilation, or devastation to oneself or others. And that's smart, because we are born alone to realize the degree of blessed aloneness, oneness, see? All oneness, aloneness. See? So we need to start making some leaps into a higher, a deeper level of understanding. That we're never alone, but we are to go alone, which is a paradox. You are never alone, and you must go it alone. Comment.
And so do friendships become an obstacle for a person on a spiritual path?
No. A person on the spiritual path should be at peace with everyone, in a sense. Take or leave whatever's happening as needed. See? And let the vibrations of the situation dictate what the action is. Right? So it's informed by the situation. See? So life is a divination process, as per our earlier conversation. You can see the signs of things. A reader is a person who reads signs. Not so much people, no, but signs that lead to and indicate. In other words, the situation. You need to read your situation properly, because it's like full. It's full of information and data. If you know how to read it and use it. If you're closed off and you're in this condition of doubt, self-doubt, you're not going to read anything. All you're seeing is your face in the mirror of anxiety and frustration and limitation. So you need to get beyond doubt. See? It's not about having faith, particularly, because that might be a big doubt in itself. But I have faith that someday, that's not going to help you out. You got to do what's right now. So you have to know that in your nowness, you have certainty in your nowness. See? And if you have to be around certain peeps that are going to help you understand that, to unfold to a degree where you know what to do with your nowness, because you're alive now. You're not going to be alive later. You're alive now. Then you have an opportunity, and that's what let's say relations are for. That's what family's for. And that's what family teaches you, because you have elders, people who have experienced more than the kids, so they can give you their share of experience and advice and wisdom. Maybe it's wisdom. Say, well, I did it this way, and this is what happened to me. That might be somebody's wisdom. It might not be somebody else's wisdom. Yeah. And that's what friends are for, then, to help. Then we're talking about friends as a form of service, not just self-indulgence, which is great too, right? But it's a form of service. Where we're talking about friends in the spirit of wisdom sharing, that's a special kind of friend. See? Because you gain more from that. It's not the same old, particularly. Not that the same old is bad. The same old is a starting point. Yeah. But we're talking about being, let's say, inspired by a creative spirit, and the same old is, a starting point. But not enough. Same old. The status quo is never enough. Never enough. That's just the way it is. See? It's to be built upon. It's to be upgraded. It's to be penetrated. See? It's to be transcended, in a sense. Yesterday has to be transcended. Today should be the transcending of yesterday, but people are clinging to yesterday so that there is no transcending of any time. They're stuck. See? So they're being used by the programs of yesterday, see, to speak for yesterday and yesterday alone, or yesteryear, or past history. And that's enough for some peeps, but I'm saying I don't see the spark of creative intelligence in that personally. I don't see it. See? Because it's wood for the fire. But what fire is there? If you're just holding on to the wood, you're supposed to throw it in the fire. Just carry a big bundle of wood with you wherever you go. You got to make some fire with it. Okay? Bring some light out from it.
So does a friendship have a lifespan? And if so, what do we do at the end of it?
Well, end of what?
A friendship. When we recognize for whatever reason it's...
What do you mean, what do you do with it? Haven't you had friendships that ended?
Yeah, I've had...
Well, I mean, they end. A certain form of it ends.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you're calling friendship, right? Well, yeah, what do you do with it? You forget about it. You take advantage of the friends that are with you and enjoy it. That's what you do. Friends past are friends past. See, this is what I'm talking about. Letting the past dictate to you, and then you're stuck back there. Oh, I had a friend, and my friend and I, we did. We did. Exactly. You got to know that we did, and move forward into we do. Yeah, we do. Now we do. Yeah, get into the do of it, not did. Did is done. And sometimes what you did informs you. And this is the best use of, like, let's say, reflection relative to time. Is it informs you what you need to do now, what you haven't done, let's say, or what you need to do again, maybe differently and better. This is also part of the, let's say, the beauty of evolution. So yeah, I did that, I learned that. Now I'm bringing this to the table because I learned that. We're applying it to this situation. See, solutions, solution intelligence, solution mind. I'm bringing the solution mind. It's good friendship, solution mind.
So, what about an overlap between friendship and romance? Is there?
Oh, I don't think romance should be based upon friendship. Marriage should be born of friends. See? That means a deeper level of giving and sharing. If there is a marriage, I mean, friendship is a marriage. I mean, we're all married, We're all associated, married. We're all bound, to something. So we're married to all kinds of things that are more or less worth throwing out. So you may as well divorce yourself from BS. BS, friends and associations, once you realize that you have something more that you need to do without the gravity of being held back by BS associations. I mean, that's the individual's choice, see, to free themselves of what they don't need and move on, okay, without having to fear loneliness, which is neurosis. Chuck that off your back and around your throat, throw it off your throat, and have a little bit of courage to move forward in this sense, or some people say courage to stand up or whatever, But it's not a phrase, you just have to do. You have to get into the doing of what it is. See? Keep moving, progressing. Keep looking for adventure. Some people say that's fun. Yeah. Adventure. Yeah. More adventure. Right. You need more adventure. Peeps, you need more adventure. If you're not experiencing this continual adventure in yourself, then you better get outside and do something else. So you don't feel you're collapsing on yourself or crushing yourself or destroying yourself, your own hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and your potential. All right? Save yourself from yourself.
And that would also include saving yourself from your friends.
What friends? Right, now you're talking about what friends.
Yeah.
If you have to save yourself from your friends, you don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Right. We're talking about then solution. You want more associates who are part of the solution, mind. See? Yeah. Making things work, mind. Creating, mind. Yeah. Overcoming, let's say, darkness, mind. Right. No darkness, mind. Not being willing to be bored meditating on darkness. See, it's boring. Right? No. Celebrate the light of life you have right now. And do what you have to do with that. And share it with others. Make sure that you're conducting that with other peeps of like spirit. See, like fun or like adventure. See, music to me is that kind of thing. The things I do are part of the adventure. See, always exciting, unfolding. That's what we need to catch the wave of that. See.
So would you say that we need to be a friend to ourselves before we can be a friend to others?
I'd say that's the point. Yeah, you need to be true to you, in a sense, not to your ego, let's say, because the ego is not necessarily friendly. See, self-limiting, if we define it as such, self-limitation, then that's your enemy. See. You have to free yourself of itself. And then be your own friend somehow or other. And then it's not even that you're your own friend, you're just, you're then liberated to be whatever you need to be to yourself. See? True then. You want to be true and real to you, so to speak.